Now that expense report access has been provided to our users, let's establish access to PROCAS Management. This module includes default dashboards and detailed reporting for both financial and project information, which can be split amongst your users. Step 2C, Establishing Management Access. To establish management reporting access, navigate to Setup, Accounting Security, Accounting and Reports Users. Similar to the Time and Expense Users menu from the prior two videos, this screen will list out your users by personnel code with the same first 5 columns of information. However, we are going to check off some new columns to provide access to the Management module. Financial Management Reports provides access to all financial menus in PROCAS Management. This comes with 3 default dashboards: Accounting, Comparative and Budget, and Accounting System Health, as well as multiple variations of financial statements. This level of reporting is great for executives, ownership, and members of management without having to be provided full-blown accounting access. Project Management Reports provides access to all the contract-related reporting menus. This comes with 2 default dashboards: Project Status with Funding and Backlog, and Job Cost Ledger with Profitability, as well as multiple variations of detailed project reports. This level of reporting is specifically geared for project managers and can be limited to the specific contracts they oversee. If you check off both columns, the end user will have access to all 5 system dashboards, as well as all of the financial and project reports shown. API User is a feature that can only be accessed if you have signed up for our standard pricing. This connection allows you to access a secure copy of your dataset daily via an OData feed. This data can then be used in external business intelligence systems, such as Power BI, to create your own dashboards, reports, and processes. At this point, menu access for the Management module has been established. Now, we need to add these users to their respective data groups to control what they can see in each dashboard or report. This is covered in the subsequent data security menus under Setup, Accounting Security. First, we need to create groups of access to add our users to. By default, you should have an All Data group listed in your Data Security Groups screen. If you are content splitting your users' rights by financial or project access, you can add your users to this group. However, you have more options on how you can limit the data. For example, in my dataset, I have created 2 additional groups: a financial group that can only see revenue numbers from my general ledger, and a project group that can only see information related to projects 1 and 2. To see how this data is limited for each group, let's next navigate to Data Security Rights. This screen is a wizard to help explain how data can be limited. It is recommended that you read the Before You Begin section to get an understanding of how this process can work. In PROCAS, you have the ability to limit data access by division, location, worksite, department, account, and project. In addition, you can limit your users to only see hours, rates, and amounts for these settings, with additional filters for indirect rates. In my dataset, we defaulted to the All Data group. To see all data, all checkbox should be selected in View Permissions, and no wildcards should be established on any of the items. Let's scroll to the Revenue group created for some of the financial users. To limit the data, under the Account wildcards, all that needs to be added is a 4, which means this group can only see accounts that start with 4 for revenue. For our project managers that will only be seeing projects 1 and 2, we can enter those 2 projects under the Project Wildcards form. Again, no additional wildcards need to be entered unless you want to limit the data further. and we should verify that the View Permissions section is completed. The last step in this process is determining which users should be in each group, which is completed under Data Security Management. Here, we can list out the users that we want in each group. At this point, PROCAS Management Access has been established for all users. Follow along in the video series to learn how to establish the final level of access, Accounting Access, or skip ahead to inviting your users to the system.